I've realized something. You gave us characters that can die because you know we can't die. That's what I'm scared of.
So, I didn't design this so you couldn't die.
Oh.
The risk is real.
Well, if you ruin the theme, it's on you, bucko.
As you know, I'm Ian McQuinn, and I'm the Game Master facilitating the world.
Hi, I'm Damek.
I play a lot of the support NPCs.
Hi, my name's Davos, and I'm playing Bata, the bear barbarian.
I am Pony. I will be playing Theron the Sergal.
I'm Hawk. I'm playing Arden, a talented and brilliant mage coming from the capital of Atlas.
Arden, please make a check for your familiar that's hanging out with a very spooked bear.
Do you want the will or the spot first?
Spot first.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 19.
They spot it.
Cool.
And now there's a will save.
Oh, okay. 18. Wow, good job, Franklin. My rat has its shit better together than most people in the area.
What does Franklin... Does Franklin, like, arch up on
So
Barta's shoulders and...
the connection you have with your familiar, you and your familiar can both feel it being intruded upon. You're able to force whatever it is out, but it wanted to get inside.
My head?
Yes. Your proverbial heart.
Okay.
As for its natural desire to survive, those instincts are telling it to run far away from here.
Is
Franklin
he a
lets
brave
out
rat?
a small squeak and runs into the cart.
Into the cart.
Yep. And finds a place they can hide.
Interesting. Okay.
So, am I also getting the fear response from Franklin?
Yes.
I am going to immediately grab Gordon and tell him we need to turn around right now.
Back to town? Oh, I thought you wanted to go to the gate to get back.
No, we need to go back to the cart. Go
Says
back
Gordon.
now.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Wait, there was some sort of communication thing?
Communication that requires no words. It was similar to some of the rituals that people back in the tribes would do to communicate to the shard.
Okay.
But it was coming from the other end, and it was aggressive and unwelcome. Usually it's the person trying to communicate with the object, but it does sound like some of the beasts from the old legends.
From old legends of...
Your tribes. It's a living nightmare. These are the boogeymen.
Ooh. Bata gets this look of fear on his face that snaps into a snarl as he makes his way towards the wagon. He's not trying to antagonize the beast as he approaches Salas and Sam, who just takes them under his arms and brings them down a little bit to the ground.
He takes them off of the wagon and gets them to the ground where they can run.
Yeah, covering them with my arms and my cloak.
It is actively watching you while you're taking them off the cart.
Okay. Very,
Its head is inclining towards you.
I assume slowly?
Yep.
Okay. Bata's just gonna try to remain calm and commune and ask, what brings you here?
Are you trying to
my
do
friend.
it in your brain?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Theron, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna go, what the fuck? Because I'm focusing on pouring the... I don't see this, right? You didn't say anything.
Right, not.
Okay.
He snarled a little.
Yeah.
Just let me get this straight. I do see the thing, or I do not?
Looking over to where Bot is at, you do see the beast. It is a humanoid creature. It's pale. Its eyes are like a pastel green and blue. It's partially translucent, and it looks to be about 12-ish feet tall with hands the size of Theron's torso. It has feet. They look like tree trunks with roots coming out of them. Its face is warped and has multiple jaws and grins. Eyes appear on different parts of its body. Whether or not they're anything more than aesthetic, up to anyone to guess. It is looming over them.
Oh, it's looming over all of them.
Yep. Even with its back hunched. It's much taller than the bear.
Okay, well, he's saving them. I will put down the vat that I was pouring into the thing. I don't know what you did with the wet skin. I guess you...
I probably still have it in my head because I wasn't thinking much.
Okay. And you said it's... So I see the head and the two little hands and shit like that?
Yeah, the two really big open hands.
Okay, I'm gonna try to swipe at its hand.
Are you doing like a running jump off Bata's back again?
Yeah, how far am I from? Okay, not very far.
So just kind of looking at where you are on the board and anticipating that to be your mode operandus.
We'll do a leapy jump off Bata. Hopefully this doesn't surprise you too much. Now, how do we keep getting in this situation? That sounds... Yeah, I don't think I want to go for the center. I kind of want to see what's going on, so I'm just going to leap at its hand, which is to the side of it, so I can still stay away from it.
Okay. Jump check, please. So you get a 20.
Oh, I just jump off your back and swipe at its hand.
And then land safely to the left.
Bata is very surprised.
Now let's see if you can pierce its hide.
18.
That's a possible crit.
Not a crit, still a hit. You discover its eyeball is much harder than ordinary flesh.
Its eyeball?
Mm-hmm.
I went for its hand.
You got pretty high up on that jump.
Okay. Alright. This is for damage. Okay, so 3.
Okay. You're able to leave a scratch.
Ha
Let's see, next up, its turn. It's going to take a swipe at Sam, and it's also going to take a swipe at Bata.
2 for 1.
So, Bata, you are saved.
Okay.
Its hand goes by your head and cleaves into part of the cart. Yeah, the cart rocks a little. And as for Sam, I'm sorry, you are going to suffer some pain.
Oh no.
What kind of pain?
The painful kind.
Blunt trauma to the head. Take 12 blunt trauma to the head.
Jesus.
It does bludgeoning damage with its claws?
It's using the side of its hand.
So it's more of a chop than a...
More of a chop. Sam, what would you like to do?
Dude, I know it's there now, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to spot check for that.
You know it's there.
Okay, so as a technicality, what does escape artist do?
Are you just trying to get away?
Ideally.
It wouldn't help you just run away, though.
I don't have any skills for this.
Do you have tumble?
No tumble.
How high is the wagon off of the ground?
I'd imagine it's probably 3 feet, 2 to 3 feet.
I'd probably just crawl into the wagon.
That is a possibility.
That wouldn't provoke an attack of opportunity?
Not if you spend your 4 round doing it.
Can I drag Zaz with me?
If you're willing to provoke an attack of opportunity.
So I guess Sam will grab the rat kid and try and drag him under the cart after
Wonderful.
he has been assaulted by some force from above.
So, the monster is taking an attack of opportunity.
He's going to try and flatten you and Zaz on the back of the cart with the rear of his hand. Thwap. 10 damage.
Oh boy. Concussions.
You're still conscious, right?
I'm still conscious.
Jeez.
Under the wagon?
Under the wagon now.
That's awesome.
With Zaz.
After that, it is Bata's turn.
Hey, what about Sus?
He went willingly under the cart.
Okay.
So wait, is he like right under the just the monster's just there?
Yeah, right behind him. Like he has his arms like I'm assuming toward the back of the cart, and he's kind of like bent over, and the monster's right behind him, like lurking over his back. And then there's Theron to the side. What will you do with your turn, Bata?
Alright, Bata would scoot along under the wagon, pull out his shield, and just put it between him and the creature. Probably kind of like clinging onto Saz and like putting him between, like...
Azaz is under the cart with Sam.
Yeah, but Bata moved under the cart.
Oh, so he's moving under the cart and trying to put the shield up like a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Can you?
Which means it's just Theron out there with the beast.
It's a very tight squeeze for Bata. Like, he can fit under there.
I assume Bata didn't get a response from the creature.
No, he did not get a response.
Well, the only
He's just
response
staring
is
at
he's
his
looking at
shield.
it going, grrr, grrr.
I guess can I sneak a question in for the monster?
Plant.
Yes.
So like I'm gonna snarl, but also this time speak loudly and ask, "What do you seek?"
Okay.
It doesn't answer.
Your
It's like,
turn.
yeah.
You know, that thing is a pile of mouths and it won't answer.
Okay. Theron is going to scurry up to one of its legs, and Yeah, I'm gonna go up to it's. So it's what's its leg like compared to me? Like its knee, like at my head or something.
Its leg is about as thick as a barrel.
Jesus. So there's no toppling it, I would assume.
That would
Okay.
If you accomplish that, I would be impressed.
With a piercing weapon?
Yeah, no. Probably not.
Shit. Okay. I want to topple it somehow. So is there? If I look at the leg, is there any sort of place? How would I get any skin in that game? Of like,
You do a trip attack.
oh, but it's like a barrel.
Yeah. Do you want to try and trip it? It will be difficult,
You can tilt the barrel
but you
over.
can try. Its focus is not on you.
This sounds fun. I don't know how to do it. You just run up and. It's
Let's
a trip
find out how
attack.
well you do, and then you can make it. Or you can tell me what you're trying to do, and we can see what happens. So go ahead. So 3, and you rolled a 4, so 7.
Mhm.
It moves its leg to the side without looking at you.
Jeez, how does it feel to be ignored?
No. You did ignore. It just, didn't care.
So it's like I'm like right at the base of the monster, and I just failed that. It just like moves its leg
Yeah, you didn't even touch it.
with no regard.
No
I
regard.
look up at the thing and bare my teeth because that made me very angry.
Currently, you're looking at its butt. After you, it's its turn.
Okay.
It's looking down at the shield wall Bata has erected, and it's going to take its back leg and try and hit Theron in the head.
Hey, I thought it wasn't paying attention to me. So it's like stomping me or kicking me?
It was like takes its leg up and kicks you like it's a horse.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking. Can I do leap and jump out of this?
No.
Damn.
It might have critted you.
Ooh.
You're going to be able to block that with your guard, if you so desire.
Nah. No.
You stand proudly and
My
take the
guard,
full
like what?
force.
What is my guard?
The guard on your sword, I'm just imagining how you're going to avoid that critical hit to your head with like a tree. Actually, I would like to protect my cranium.
No, I do it because I have such great dexterity that I just do it at the right time.
Okay. You're just deflecting some of the force.
And I did some tumble too. I was like, I moved out of the way and hit it. I used the force from the tree to help tumble out of the way.
I see.
What are you talking about?
That would be 11 damage, Theron.
Jesus. Well, I know it's not. Oh, it's paying attention to me.
God, does it make you happy?
Senpai.
Its other attack is going to be on your shield.
Okay.
It's going to try and bite it. Its jaw is going to distend, and it's just going to try and put the top and bottom of its mouth on both ends of your shield and just like pull it away from you. It definitely makes contact with your shield. This does give you the opportunity, if you want to try and strike it. If you have a weapon that's lighter than the hammer.
I do have Donnie. 14.
14. You scratch at its face from behind the shield. It's now going to try and pull that shield away from your arm with a strength check.
Okay. Bata got I guess that's a 20, not a natural 20 though.
Okay. It got a 10. And its jaws unrolling a natural 1. And its jaws slop away from your shield, leaving this weird residue.
Is it gooey?
Yes.
Does it smell?
Like cardamom. That's its turn, so now we have Sam.
Okay, so just before I do this, can I like throw Zaz out from under this end of the wagon and tell him to run
You could.
without
Potentially.
incurring death?
Yes, you are protected by Bata being in the way. Actually, you both could
Okay,
probably.
I guess the better question to ask is, what is the
Scurry
reach
away.
of this thing's arms?
At least 10 feet.
It's 2
At
squares.
an
2
accurate location?
squares. But you're underneath something, so you're out of its immediate reach, unless it has the ability to extend its arms.
Which I'm not putting past you, so... Okay, that will happen then. Sam will toss Zaz out from under the back end of the wagon
Whee!
and tell him to run away.
Okay.
Okay.
After that, it is Bata's turn. You're still on the way back.
I know. I'm casting mage armor.
Oh, good call. So,
Is it like burning the shield?
nope.
Okay.
It's just goopy.
Is it what
Goopy.
color is the goopy goop?
It's a translucent purple.
So it's not black.
No.
Okay.
But it is really dark outside, so.
I take my shield and do a army tactical roll.
Away from it.
Did you learn that in the barbarian army?
Yes, that's.
Am
part
I
of the
getting this
training.
feeling that like Bata is trying to protect Rat Boy, and then like Sam just like here go, and Bata's like, like what?
I assume I can't. I can only roll to like the end of the card, not outside of it.
You could probably get to the outside of it, actually.
Oh.
Because you've got that advanced movement speed.
Okay. Then I do that.
Just put your arm over him as you roll over.
Yeah.
That big ugly thing won't come around the wagon and attack you and endanger the child again.
Yeah, I'm not sure how fast that thing is,
Well, we're gonna find out.
but
We
I'm
are going to find out.
I am with the intent of trying to defend Saz as much as possible. So
Okay. That means it's Aaron's turn.
Okay, so I'm right next to it, and like, I know all these things happen, but it's probably still bent over.
It's kind of blocking your vision pretty effectively with its bulk.
Okay. Well, can I do 2 attacks and then leap away because I'm right next to it?
You
Correct.
could do 2 attacks and then move 5 feet away, which is basically a leap.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna attack with Stilton and my claws.
Okay.
I guess it's the only thing I can access is its leg. Correct.
Its rear end is far enough down. It's all bent over. Or its arms.
Yes. No matter if this works or not, I bring back Stilton with a toothy grin, and then there's a little glint off of it.
Okay.
I am pissed. 8 plus 11, 19.
You hit. You break through.
Just like stab, and then directly to the claws with just like a
Just a...
Open palm.
with a fiery rage.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Yep, that's definitely a hit. You've crit it with your claws.
Just sank him right on into that.
Is this like with slow motion and
You
a
doing-
song playing in the background?
Yeah.
it's Clicky with his weak spot.
So that's 8 damage with Stilton.
It's gonna feel that.
I might feel that too.
And that rolls twice because you crit.
Ooh. So 5?
So 5 and 8, 13.
And I leap away.
Okay. You now have its undivided attention.
Wonder why.
It's going to try and start a grapple with you.
But I'm far away.
It just moved 5 feet. So it's going to pick you up off the ground. And you're going to be able to feel its hand like moving like water through your possessions. Everything. Like the inside of its hand liquefied and it's looking for something. At this time, Gordon and Arden arrive.
Oh boy.
Gordon's going to go, holy! And just going to start throwing exclamations out for his round.
Okay.
And then after Gordon, it is Sam's turn.
So this thing is like towering, right? I could see it well above the wagon anyway.
From where you are, not right now, no. You can see its feet from under the wagon. It's just because, like, it's literally... It's, like, over there, and then the wagon's in front of it, and he's, like, down on the ground with the wagon over the top of him, so...
Okay.
Realistically, the wagon's just blocking.
And probably a
And
concussion.
I could have seen. Yes, I could see that it turned around.
Yeah.
As its feet moved. Okay, actually, I think I'll just stay down there. But hold on. I'll just whip out my sling real quick.
Okay, you can take a shot at it.
Yes, at its footsies.
Okay.
10.
You successfully nick the wagon wheels.
Okay.
After that is Arden's turn. Something out of myths or something is over.
Is there
at
a
the
knowledge
front
check
of the caravan.
associated with it?
Yes, knowledge, history.
Well, that's only a 12.
Maybe someone screwed up a transformation spell.
And and one could assume that this is in fact not a mutation of the plant that had a very similar description that we had before.
It could be.
Okay, so I guess the first imperative thing would be to shout at Zaus and Sam to get in the wagon immediately. This wagon, the one that I'm in, the one that is ready to go.
Will you point? Are you pointing at it when you say that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get in this wagon.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's focusing on Theron right now. Wait, the vats are in between the torches, right?
Yep.
How bouncy are you feeling?
I'm always very bouncy. I just don't. I am filled with rage right now.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off the cart and I am going to move as close as I can to be in between the vats and the creature. No.
So you want the vats to be in between you and the creature? Is that what you meant?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Yes. I thought you wanted to be right here.
No.
Okay.
And I guess that leaves me with the standard action.
I am like in its hands right now.
Oh, it grabbed you?
Oh yes.
Oh, it grabbed you. Okay.
2.5 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay. Then that's a lot easier decision to make. I cast Reduce Person on Theron.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
And our GM is very happy.
Are you looking at me for what to do?
Well, there's a plus side to this and a downside.
Oh.
When you're smaller, it's easier to be grappled, but you're going to get the opportunity to try again.
Try what?
You're in
Yeah.
its hand and you're suddenly going to get smaller.
Like half
How
your
much?
normal size. So you're
Oh,
going to
just
have
half.
a chance to get away.
But I'm still going to shout at her to come towards me. Say, Theron, come to me.
Theron looks at him disgustedly.
Is she like 2 feet tall now?
She's half her size, so she'd be like 3 feet tall.
Can she still jump like 20 feet?
She's a size category smaller. She couldn't quite jump as high, but it's still pretty obscene.
Okay.
What she's capable of is pretty impressive. So, let's see. After Arden is Bata's turn. How you doing?
Oh, hey, it's me. It's not Sam or Sauce?
Sam decided to sling, and Zaz is trying to unsheath the weapon.
Boy!
Secretly.
This is like, boy. No, Bata listens to Arden's orders and grabs Sauce, picks him up, and Fairy runs him over to the other wagon.
And you just pass him off to
Put him.
Gordon, or...
Can I put him in the wagon?
Yeah.
Put him in the wagon.
Okay. That is your round.
I
What do
say,
you say to him?
put that away and stay here.
Zaz will just hold his hands up like there was nothing there to begin with. Wink.
I wink back and say, that's right.
Cool.
Would you like to get away?
Yes, I hear and obey.
You got two options here. The first one is to use your brute force to break free. The second one is to use your dexterity and ability to slip out of terrible situations.
It sounds way more. That'll look way more awesome if I get out of the.
Houdini it. Okay. Escape artist check.
28.
I'm getting wiggly. I'm
Yep.
getting wiggly with it.
22. You're able to slip out. You wiggle your way out.
And I leap as far as I can towards Arden. I believe that's what he said.
Okay. Are you going to tumble your way around the creature so it doesn't get a free smack on you?
That would be yes.
Tumble check.
Luckily, you're also harder to hit while you're smaller.
Yep. 9 plus 12, 21. You'll be able to avoid it, but just barely. Like, it's going to take a swing and miss you.
Oh yeah. Again, I'm just in the grass in front of Arden, like all crouched and ready to attack. Just,
In the grass. And
My plan is coming together.
It's going to make a running jump at you.
at Theron?
Yep.
oh god!
It gets a 20 on its jump check.
That thing can jump.
Yeah.
I look back at Arden like.
Arden shrugs. It has roots for feet.
And it's going to try and plant those roots firmly in your body.
Oh my god!
So it does hit you.
Is it kicking me or stomping me?
Using both legs on your head.
There's a strange fascination with heads.
Take 14 damage to the head.
So I'm out.
You're unconscious?
It's gonna stand there, pleased with itself.
Alright.
Zaz's turn. He's gonna just let out like a terrible cry. He's like, "No!
Aw.
How's he there?"
Wait, with blood streaming over one eye, I'm just like, it's.
And Gordon is going to just get more nervous and start shaking. Like he's waiting, but he's getting the urge to leave really quickly. With his wagon and his boogaloo.
Roll for peeing his pants.
Yeah, okay.
No!
I'll roll for...
I gotta watch what I say around you.
There's great fear in his heart. He rolled a 9 to avoid fear.
Okay.
Let's see, after that, it is Sam's turn.
Sam woozily gets out from under the cart and leans on it, and it's gonna use his sling again, since everything is now sufficiently far. I rolled a 10 again.
Your pebble finds purchase on the creature's posterior and bounces off.
It's already tender, though. Dude, poked and slashed.
I don't think I did any damage.
After that, it is Arden's turn.
It's currently threatening me, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Its hands are like the size of your body. Ish.
Well, I mean, I'm in a threatened square.
Yes, yes.
Arden mutters a few words, and a dark miasma forms around him as he casts Karmic Aura. Well, I guess we're going to go for the Hail Mary here and test a nice scientific theory. I'm going to cast Orb of Sound, but I'm going to aim for the vat of paint defensively.
It's your concentration check.
Oh, 20.
Okay. You successfully cast it without getting punched. Please roll for damage and your ability to hit them.
Nope.
Okay, let me roll something here. That's a natural 1. Please roll for damage. Let's find out where that goes.
Let's use the skull dice for this one. That's 2.
Okay, so the closest torch,
Mhm.
or not torch, lantern, your orb finds itself within its interior, and when it pops, it breaks the lantern.
Do we have a spray of fire or anything like that?
Nah, it just kind of droops down on the stick, and the stick starts burning.
Okay.
That it was on.
Well, shit. And I guess for my remaining action, I'll shout at Gordon to drive.
Okay. Bata, your turn.
Bata turns around to see Arden in the shadow of this beast and quickly starts losing it and goes into his barbaric rage as he runs towards the creature.
Are you like charging toward it and throwing all your weight behind your attack?
Yes.
Okay,
I
that
get an
sounds like
attack?
a power attack.
Ooh, I
Get a charge attack at that. How much do you want to throw behind? Everything?
Can I possibly hit Theron?
Clarence currently underneath its foot, so it's pretty unlikely. You'd have to do really badly to crush
Yeah, all I'm
your
gonna do on
Okay.
my move is bleed.
So you know there's about a 5% chance.
But there is a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance you could totally kill her outright. But it's so small.
I mean, like, the odds of it are nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
You hit.
16.
You have its attention.
Oh gosh.
You deal it 16 and cause part of its body to cave in.
Ooh.
And some of the mouths cough up the liquids.
The purple, clear, transparent ooze
Yeah.
from before. Okay.
Okay. Next up there, let's find out if you stabilize. Because you are in some pretty critical condition. Well, you're bleeding out your eyes. Take 1 damage.
Theron bleeds.
Well, more.
Pressed under that thing's weight.
I'm still under that thing?
Yeah, when it landed, it just, made sure you were stuck.
Oh. Jesus.
Oh, my blood didn't make it stumble back a little bit.
It didn't want to, and there was a cost to that.
Oh, okay.
Huh. So it is still standing on her.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I can work with that.
Oh,
God.
Okay, its turn. It's going to turn face and run.
But I had his attention.
Well, parting shot.
Can we?
You get an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
He gets an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Technically, I get an attack of opportunity because I got a staff in my hand.
Yes, you can do that if you would like. So, would you like to take another swing at it?
Yeah, I swing my warhammer at it.
Are you using your power attack?
Power attack.
That might be a possible crit.
No, not a crit. Thankfully. For it. Because your crit is a times 3.
That was a 19
Oh,
on
we're
the...
looking for
Ooh.
a Warhammer?
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
That was 19 on the die.
Okay,
Plus-
go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Same as before.
16 damage again. Yeah, the whole when you hit it, the whole body like kind of like jello. It just you can see the impact spread through the body as it's running away and distorting.
Very good. So it's running away now? Nothing...
Oh yeah, it's gone. It is. It's gonna move about 200 feet away for the hills.
Okay. Then I just kneel with my warhammer on the ground, trying to get out of my rage.
Arden will take a moment to look at the bear, composing himself, and then pull the bandages out of the bag and immediately go to check on Theron and attempt to stabilize the poor mutilated creature.
Theron twitches.
Okay, heal check.
Oh, well, at least I didn't kill her.
So it's 11 plus
12. It's 12.
You prevent her from getting worse. You stabilize her.
All right. Well, I don't really like that indigo man, but we really need to get her some medical attention. Could somebody help me get her into the wagon, please? No.
Sam's gonna yell, Theron Bree, and run on over and
Free.
collapse next to her.
Can I collapse
Oh,
next to this?
Oh, you're like, oh, I'm hurt too. Oh.
Is she still tiny?
I'm not unconscious. So just
Technically,
like,
Yeah,
Oh,
Theron's,
you're right. I could actually probably just get her back on my own.
She is small.
Theron's still tiny? Okay.
Well, I guess
Wait,
if nobody
wait.
is actually going to
Well,
help, I will start dragging Theron back to Gordon's wagon.
Just drag.
Bata coming out of his rage takes a little bit of time.
That's fine.
I could help, I guess.
Samuel, if you can't help, then please get yourself to the wagon as well.
He's just lying on the ground next to her, like, I'm hurt too. And then you start pulling away.
I didn't say that like he collapsed like he was just but like no. Like he's on his knees collapsed. Like, no, Theron.
He can attempt heal too.
You're stable, that's all that matters.
It's not a good idea.
So Bata wipes his shield down on the grass to get the ooze off and walks over to Sam and Theron and Arden. Okay, it's
All three of you carry me. Just one by
It's
the
a-
tail and 2 arms.
It's a funeral procession.
God.
Okay, so, Gordon, are you able to drive us back? Can you get us to the hospital in town?
Yeah.
Now, please? Look, I really don't know what the hell that thing was or what was going on, but we need you to focus right now.
Bata,
See.
can you
What?
round up our bugaloo
Yes.
and get our wagon out of here?
I'll stay back here and clean up after. Y'all head back. I'll clean up here.
Well, actually, if Bata's staying behind, I'll stay with the bear. Because if that monster is still out there, he may need some backup.
Makes sense. Get in the wagon. My butt cheeks have never been tighter. And he turns the wagon around and heads back to town.
You left us with somebody who's clenching their ass, someone who has a concussion, and a child, and
And a tiny
Dying.
person.
a tiny dining. I'm just
Theoretically, between all of those ailments, that should equal about one functional person.
And then, like, what's the minute you're gonna, like, have all your limbs, like, pop out to the right length and size?
Can one pop up like before the other, so it's like she gets like one long leg,
Kinda like
and then
from
one
It.
long arm.
Not a cartoon.
It could be a little like
This is a furry RPG.
No wait, her fur goes out first, so she's like a poofy puffball, and then the rest of her body.
She gets the fur back she wanted, the length for the body she currently has, and then her body goes back to normal.
Yes.
Thank God I'm unconscious.
Yeah, hopefully that goop is good for fur. Just saying.
Probably not.
Okay.
So at the campsite,
Can't
or on the Bugaloo, what are you up to?
I am grabbing Marcus and Susie from wherever they may be and I'm petting them and calming them down and bringing them over.
Survival check to find them.
Just to help, I'll throw a light on the end of the old quarters staff and use it as a lantern.
I find them.
Oh,
You-
I put my quarter
So
staff away.
as soon as your quarterstaff comes out, it immediately reveals the two of them hiding in a bush.
Oh, okay.
What sound do they make?
They're trying to make as little sound as possible. They look spooked.
Get the 20. Finding animals. Not leaving to combat.
You still rolled pretty good in combat.
You dealt 32 damage in a round.
Still. Not 20 for finding animals.
Alright, there you go.
They're not too far away from the cart.
And I bring them over. And I pet them because they're so precious to me. Why did you name them Susie and Marcus?
What are the names of the children? Because I know Susie was definitely one of the children, but wasn't Marcus also one of the children? No?
Are you guys talking about this?
It came to mind at the time.
Oh.
That one I didn't have a plan for.
I just pet Marcus and I say, you have a very nice name, Marcus.
It's gonna make little bugaloo sounds.
Aw.
What do those sound like?
Gurgling water on a springtime riverbed.
Okay!
Oh. I pet them and I put them on the wagon.
You mean put them on the lead of the wagon and
Yes.
not on the wagon?
Right. I could probably technically put them on the wagon, but that's not what I'm doing.
Is that the type of thing where you say that and then later you try to go and they're like, oh, but the bugs are on top of it?
They're just so rambunctious. They didn't want to stay on the ground.
They were the ones with the saddle reins, and I'm in the front somehow. How did this happen?
It's my training.
God.
Are you all right?
That was a little scary. I wasn't... It went better than I expected, but I had a plan and it didn't quite work out. But everybody should hopefully live, so that's good. What happened? Where did that come from?
It just appeared. Like me and Theron were mixing up the vat of paint as I pulled up the water skin, and we were taking some for our own personal mischievousness.
What? What would you do with paint?
Theron just wanted to keep some.
You don't even know what that substance is. That could be poisonous.
Oh, you know the circle.
Unfortunately, that does sound like something she would do.
She probably just wanted to paint her claws with it.
Cut to Theron painting her claws
In her dreams.
in her dreams.
And then slashing at things with them.
Pitch black claws. She's like, beautiful.
Actually, I do a JoJo pose. I'm just like,
They call me the Black Claw.
But I guess her claws are already black. I don't know why she wants them black, like black when they're black. So
I don't understand most
it's
things.
waterproof paint, right? Does she need waterproof claws?
Yes, so she couldn't lose her nail polish in the viscera of the enemies that she mauls.
Oh.
Theron rolls her eyes as she's getting ridden back for some reason.
Yes, the bleeding unconscious circle, eyes shoot open just to eye roll, and then she drifts back to unconsciousness.
Sam screams.
Well, anyway,
So what are we doing with the paint, Mr. Renshaw?
so that paint, we could probably seal it up. I'm just apprehensive about it because I don't know anything about its chemical properties.
Or Mr. Renshaw, do we leave the vat of paint? Do we put it away?
How much is left?
It didn't suffer any damage.
Well, I mean, didn't we put everything into vials?
Yeah, we were trying to put some of it away.
It's all still there.
Oh. We did a bad job, Theron.
I thought we filled all the vials.
No, actually, the job was to mix it, put it back into its containers, and seal it, and then deliver it to a party up north.
So we gotta seal it.
I believe that was the further instructions.
I think they were putting it in the vials, so it would be...
The concern was that it would get everywhere. It's just a wooden crate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they put it in vials and they had extra, and they put the extra into their water.
Oh,
sets
that's right.
and stuff.
That's right.
So there's nothing more in the vat?
Right.
Got it.
Well, we should probably take it with us. I don't It's still very suspicious, but at the very least, Gordon can, continue to make his living with it.
Okay. I guess Bata grabs the bats and puts them in the wagon.
I don't even know if that's what attracted the monster, since it seemed to happen not too long after we finished Maxine.
Have you seen one of these things before?
It kind of looked like the plant monster that attacked Mom and Oms in the field.
Really? That was much smaller.
It was much smaller, but it had the same fundamental anatomy: a strange face, translucent skin, and roots for feet.
I don't think this was the same monster.
What?
Mr. Renshaw.
Do you know what it was?
Mr. Renshaw? That was an Umbra.
An Umbra?
It's a shadow of a person. They're inner.
That looked like shadow of about 20 people.
I don't know how many shrines have been disturbed out here, so maybe it could have been.
That thing came from a spire?
Spires are cursed and dangerous, and I'm surprised you haven't seen one out here before. If
all of the spires in the capital are either heavily guarded or been long since ransacked. I have access to most of the information available about them, but I have not seen one in person before.
I'm kind of surprised that your kings and your knights don't warn you about these creatures. That
Kings and knights? The Empire's a democracy.
who goes after the shrines?
Who goes after them? Like, they're not going anywhere. What do you mean?
Who ravages the spires?
Ravages? We research.
Then why are they pillaged? Why are they destroyed?
Because people are greedy. People think that the shiny rocks in those spires, and a lot of the shiny rocks in those spires, are very valuable. They have some mechanical applications, such as power sources, and some spells require them as reagents, but a great deal of people just use the pieces of those rocks that they destroy and use them as money. It's more valuable than gold in most countries.
Bata is very perplexed at Arden's response. And
I mean, my organization, I know bandits and plunderers and various groups go through and ransack them, but I don't know the particulars of how to break a rock, I assume with a hammer. My interest is solely in seeing an intact core in one of those towers, or spires, excuse me.
so there is a story we tell to the children and the new bloods. It involves the destruction and stealing from dragon's teeth, and upon touching the tear, a shadow appears as a reflection of the thief. It is this tall, nightmarish monster that stops at nothing to get back what the person stole.
Oh, that complicates things.
Do we know someone? You have not stolen a tear, I assume.
No, but I know somebody who knows how to break into one, or break into a spire. And
This monster is going to be chasing us.
but it ran. It didn't continue.
It will come back.
But why didn't it keep? Well, no. But it did run away. It did run away. But it had plenty of opportunity to take her with him.
Theron?
Yes. Cut to Theron. Blood spurt.
I'm afraid Theron's in grave danger if she does not rectify whatever she may have caused.
Well, I don't know if she took it specifically, but that would be the only logical conclusion, is that Theron actually stole the core from the spire, but I don't know for certain. I was not able to find many details before I had to leave town to pursue her, and she certainly does not seem to be very willing to talk about it. And, well, I guess she's not in a condition to talk about it either right now.
Then we need to go after Theron, because
Yes.
no place is going to be safe until...
But why would she... we're halfway across the continent from Oakport. Why would it attack now instead of... you said those things were formed when she stole it. Or when they steal it, right?
The legend says it's instant, but maybe it does take some time. I'm not sure. It's been ages since We've seen one.
Odin kind of like scratches his head and unsure of how to calculate that.
We should go to Theron.
We should.
Alright, so behavioral rules for the campaign to benefit the podcast. Use character names instead of I help him or her. Use I help Arden. I glare at Arden.
Why does everybody glare and help Arden all the time? Why isn't it? Why don't we hug Arden?
Bata kisses Arden. Is that better?
That's a good place to start.